Good day everyone, this is Patrick from EasyFX Code Trading System, and this is Sunday the 19th of January 2020, and this is the weekly Ichimoku analysis for Euro and the cable for the third week of January. And let's start with the Euro dollar, rather the Euro, and for the last week it has formed a bearish almost shooting star like candle back to the 38% fib retracement level, and the weekly Kijun is also sloping downwards, which could mean it could also continue further lower this week. Could be further weakness, and it could retest this level here. So, but it was already bearish from the start of the week with a large spinning top. It did attempt to climb up higher, but then got rejected and fell back quite conclusively back down to the 110.80 area, 80 to 90 area. Let's take a look at the daily time frame. And on the daily time frame, you can see that the price was rejected at the daily 200 EMA, and also where the Kijun was rising up to, daily Kijun Sen, and it fell through the daily 55 EMA and towards the 38 fib retracement level, coming closer to the Kumo. So it's hopefully trying to find some support here, and this was where the previous swing low was at 111.07. This was the previous swing low here. On the weekly time frame, you can see that as well. That's the swing low from this candle previously, from all the way back to May of last year. So it's creeping lower, and we'll see whether it's going to extend that move this week. Right, on a weekly time frame anyway, it's still below the weekly Kumo, so it's after being rejected at the weekly 55 EMA a couple of times, and it's continuing drifting lower. Right, there is also a key ECB meeting this week to decide on the rates and monetary policy. Second meeting chaired by Christine Lagarde. So that's the key news for this week for the euro. Let's move on to the cable. And similarly, after a couple of spinning tops, and it's also closed lower this week, right towards the 130 level after attempting to climb up higher, and sitting right at the key support where this was a previous swing high at the 130.12 or 13 area. So this week it could drift lower again, but look at this support here, right at this swing low of the Kumo. So this will be key support level to watch out for. That's at 129.05. Let's take a look on the daily time frame, and after hitting the daily Tenkan Sen, it did spike through it before it was rejected after poor UK retail sales figures and fell back, retraced lower, and heading towards the daily 55 EMA right into the Kumo, and this will be the smaller intermediate swing low, but this will be the key one that it could find some support if it does get down that low, right into the middle of the Kumo. Let's go back to the weekly time frame. So this will be a critical area, whether it's going to be support will hold or whether it will turn into a resistance level at the 130. And then there's a further support below that at the weekly 55 EMA where the 78.6 FIB sits at. So this zone is going to be a critical support zone to ensure that the cable doesn't drift further lower. Alright, so for the UK, there's a couple of news on employment on Tuesday and some flash manufacturing and services PMI figures on Friday. So we'll see how that will impact the price for this week. So for next Sunday, there won't be any weekly analysis as it's the Lunar New Year for this region. But I'll follow up with a midweek analysis for on Wednesday for the euro and all the major pairs, including spot gold and dollar yen as well. So meanwhile, have a good trading week and cheers.